Have you ever met somebody who they're a person of faith, but they're just so serious all the time? We're going to think about that today on Now What Devotions from the nursery here at Trinity Lutheran in Cyrus. So we are in the book of John today, chapter 2. So Jesus is sitting there with his mom, and she goes, Jesus, they're about to run out of wine. And this is a big deal. It's a wedding. His family's been invited. His friends have been invited. This is somebody they care about. And his mom is worried that they're going to be embarrassed, that this would be showing disrespect for guests. Like, this is not good. And Jesus goes, Mom, that's none of our business. Just let it go. And she says to the steward, to the hosts, you know what? Do whatever Jesus says. It'll work out. And they do. And he makes like 180 gallons of wine. It's a lot. And we're thinking about that today. There's this thing that happens as a Christian. And it is that sometimes we mix up our local culture with our faith life. And we think they're the same thing. But that isn't necessarily the case. So, for example, in my area here in Trinity and Cyrus, we are in rural west central Minnesota. This is a pioneer area, and the culture of the area is that it's mostly a white population. That is changing, but you have many Stoic Norwegian and then Scandinavian types, and they try to be careful with money, and they try to be careful with their stuff, and you make it last. It's good pioneer farming kind of. That's the local general culture. Now, that's not everybody's local culture, but that is sort of the local culture here in this congregation and some other small Lutheran congregations in the area. Now, thinking about that, when you say, boy, some of those Christians I've met, they're so serious. I think actually what we're saying is, some of those Minnesotan West Central pioneer types we've met are kind of stoic. Now, that's not inaccurate, but that doesn't mean that to be faithful, we need to be stoic. And thinking about that, I thought this lesson of Cana in Galilee is a really great example. I mean, think about it. Jesus is at a wedding, first of all. He's going to go have a party. And this is like a couple of days worth of party at a Hebrew wedding. Next, his mom goes, do whatever Jesus says, because clearly stuff like this has happened before. Jesus has been in a situation where somebody he cares about or something's going to happen, and he doesn't want to go that way, and so he does something. Mary is aware of this. Jesus cares about our embarrassment. Jesus provides for people in his life. This has clearly happened before, and it happens again. Another thing to think about, at this wedding, Jesus doesn't just make some wine to cover the deal. He makes 180 gallons of excellent wine. Like, this is going to be a blowout party. And that's Jesus. He didn't do it wrong. If that were me, or maybe some of you, and we were like at a buffet and the pizza ran out and we were embarrassed and Jesus made like a bajillion pizzas, wouldn't we be embarrassed? Be like, that's too much. You don't need to do that much. Don't overdo it. Don't overdo it. This is Jesus. He doesn't overdo things. He's God. He does what he wants to do, and that's right. And in this situation, joyful abundance is right. Are there times in our life where joyful abundance is right? Are we too serious sometimes? Should we just get down on the floor sometimes in the nursery and play with the kids? Should we, give so much crackers that we overrun? We had a teacher in our congregation ask us the other day, about a month ago, hey, could you donate some crackers and stuff for the classroom so the kids that don't have snack can have snack, because some of those families can't afford it. Well, we were talking about that and working on it. And the other day at our council meeting, one of the council members said, hey, why don't we just cover their snack needs for the whole year? Let's see what they do. And it's a little bit over the top. And it's precisely what was needed. And so we did that, and we're going to challenge some other churches to see if they'll step up and do a whole grade too, and see if we can get people kind of competing to outdo each other with acts of generosity. What about you? Are you ever too serious? Do you ever say that, faithful people have to be so careful and thoughtful? And I mean, yes, it's good to be careful and thoughtful. It's good to be a good steward. But Jesus lives in abundant joy here. And he says to us, I offer you life, not just life, but life abundant. That's your thought for the week. I'm Pastor Chris for Trinity Lutheran in Cyrus, signing off for now. We'll see you at our stream on Sunday. If you'd like to catch that stream, go to our website. The links are all there. I think we may be focusing more on YouTube Live in the future, but for now, just go to the website. You should be able to find what's going on with our worship stream. We'll see you there. Bye-bye for now.